The Montgomery bus boycott officially started on December 1st, 1955. That was the day when the blacks of Montgomery, Alabama decided that they would boycott the buses until they could sit anywhere they wanted instead of being regulated to the back when a white person boarded. Most historians date the beginning of the modern civil rights movement in the United States to December 1st, 1955. That was the day when an unknown seamstress in Montgomery, Alabama refused to give up her seat to a white passenger. Rosa Parks was born Rosa Louise McCauley in Tuskegee, Alabama, to James McCauley, a carpenter, and Leona McCauley, a teacher. On December 1st, 1955, after a long day at work at the Montgomery Fair department store, Rosa Parks headed towards the bus stop. Rosa Parks boarded the Cleveland Avenue bus for home. She took a seat in the first of a rows designated for colored passengers. As the bus was continued on its route, it began to fill with white passengers. Eventually, the bus was full, and the driver noticed that several white passengers were standing in the aisle. He stopped the bus and moved the sign separating the two sections between whites and coloreds back one row and asked the 4 black passengers to give up their seats. 3 complied, but Rosa refused and remained seated. The driver called the police and had her arrested. The police arrested Rosa at the scene and charged her with violation of Chapter 6, Section 11 of the Montgomery City Code. She was taken to police headquarters, where later that night she was released on bail. On December 8th, Rosa faced trial and in a 30-minute hearing was found guilty of violating a local ordinance. She was fined $10 plus a $4 court fee. Members of the African American community were asked to stay off the buses Monday, December 5th, in a protest against Rosa's arrest. People were encouraged to stay home from work or school, take a cab, or walk to work. With most African American community not riding the bus, organizers believed a longer boycott might be successful. Also on Monday, December 5th, 1955, a group of African American community leaders gathered at Mount Zion Church to discuss strategies. They determined that the effort required a new organization and strong leadership. So they formed the Montgomery Improvement Association and elected Montgomery newcomer Dr. Martin Luther King, the minister of Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. The MIA believed that Rosa Parks' case provided an excellent opportunity to take further action to create real change. After 381 days of boycotting the buses, they went to the Supreme Court to prove that it was not legal to segregate blacks from whites on public transportation. Eventually, the Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional to separate people based on their race. Rosa Parks had become a symbol of the civil rights movement.